Academy of Sport created the inaugural Wally Foreman Coach of the Year Award, named after the late Mr. Walter Foreman. Now, Wally was passionate about sport from grassroots participation right through to elite level competition for its ability to contribute to our communities. The South West Chamber of Commerce and Industry's inaugural Chief Executive, he's already been spoken about earlier, of course, Mr. Rolf Sturm, asked Wally to call on his experience with waste and his vast sporting knowledge to develop a feasibility plan for what has become the South West Academy of Sport. This award is presented to an individual who has attained a level of dedication in the field of coaching and whose performance sets them apart from their peers. The 2021 Wally Foreman Coach of the Year finalists are Megan Burville for netball, Claire Eaton for netball, Matt Jamieson for AFL, Keith Old, hockey, and Juan Propato for football, inverted brackets, soccer. And I am going to invite Rob now. And I was going to invite as well, too, with absolute pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, would you put your hands together for Lynn Foreman to come up and help to announce our winner tonight. Thank you, Lynn. And maybe before we do announce our winner, Lynn, maybe you would like to say a few words. Please feel free.
Thanks for the heads up. First of all, Trent, I'm going hockey. He's hockey. And then I thought, Grant? I used to take your dad. I mean, what does that make me? Like, when I was running, you know, back when Jesus played halfback for Jerusalem. So every athlete in the room would have loved your speech, your talk. What did you get out of it? I got out of it that those with talent, you need to work hard. Until the ones with talent work hard, then you get beaten. But it's hard work that beats talent until talent decides to work hard. That's what I got out of that. And if you don't win, you learn. So as a coach, you know, this is what you have to teach your students or your athletes that you're coaching. The other thing that I got out of tonight is that the sponsors that have supported the South West Academy of Sport should be very confident in supporting them, because the people behind the South West Academy of Sport have been there for a long time, and resilience breeds success eventually, and you can be proud to support your local athletes, and never underestimate the power of the support system, which is the parents. So please, I really encourage those coaching in your local area to keep your athletes in your local area. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
So before I do the award, I just would like to recognise Rolf Steen, who's our founder of the South West Chamber of Commerce and Industries. Rolf has done an enormous amount of work to make it possible for business to be a part of sport. And Rolf, you led the way, and so many of us tonight as businesses that are still participating are here because of what you did. So thank you so much. And together, the winner of the Wally Foreman Coaches of the Year Award is Juan Propato.
To the stage, our very big congratulations. congratulations to Juan, a very deserving accolade with an impressive list of achievements. He is the current Leeuwin Naturalist Development Officer for Football West Federation. Juan endeavours to grow and service the game in the Leeuwin Naturalist region by providing a liaison between Football West and regional associations, clubs, players, officials and other stakeholders in the game. Now, Juan supports all football-related activities in Leeuwin Naturalist and other neighbouring regions as well, and coordinates Football West visits, coach education, talent development programs, school programs, futsal programs and tournaments. You are an accomplished and forward-thinking coach with high-performance coaching experience in Argentina, Germany, New Zealand and Australia, including both junior and youth, club and schools, Central League, National Women's League and New Zealand Football Federation and National Talent Centre programs. A committed and focused professional and a student of the game who strives to advance and develop his knowledge through research, study and attendance at courses and seminars whenever the opportunity arises. There's probably so much more to speak to you about, Juan, but I think we should just hand over to you. Our congratulations to you.
Well, thank you very much. Lucky I am prepared or not. I have my little book of clever ideas, so hopefully they're clever enough. But first I would like to thank Bernice. Where's Bernice?
Yeah.
There. and all what you guys do in the Southwest for all our athletes and inspiring athletes to go to the next level and reduce, especially for our football, for example, the travel to Perth, coming back, and all the effort for the parents and coaches and people involved. Then, of course, I would like to thank my wife. She's always with me, and often we need to move to another place and different countries, so it's always difficult. To my family here in Australia, Kathy, Peter McClure, Peter Harding, and Shelley. It's always difficult to come to a new country and you don't know anyone, but they make me feel like at home, so I appreciate that. I do have a Football West shirt, but also have the Leeuwin Association, so it's on my heart. And I guess for me, the presentation at the beginning was about no regrets. Growing up in Argentina, of course, everyone wants to be like Maradona or Messi. And I played football all day with my friends. And when I was young, I wasn't very good, to be honest. They always, they pick the teams and they always pick last one. Yeah, I was the last one. And then through the years, I just got a bit stronger and practice a lot. And then in 1994, I had the opportunity to try for my club. That if I did have a tattoo, would be with that. I don't. But so there were 200 players in that trial, and they only picked 2 players. Well, I didn't know, but they picked 2 players, and they did pick me. So from those 200 into the new squad, they picked me and another mate. And 96 was a difficult year because at the end of that year I was a free transfer, so pretty much they kicked me out of the club. So kind of 97 was a difficult year because finished high school, finished kind of teenager, so kind of didn't know what to do with my life in a way because the only thing I wanted to be was a football player. And then I say, what can I do with my life? So start going to the gym and training and doing fitness. And then, you go to the gym and you work out, you go home and, all big muscles. And then the next day you all flat again. And then next day, the same thing. And I don't know, I guess the coach, when I went to the gym again, kind of felt that what I was feeling, my emotions, a bit like I'm not strong anymore, I'm, flat. And he said to me, I know if you're feeling now, but that consistency, everyday training and being strong and strong, sooner or later, you're going to be a strong boy you're going to be strong. So I was like, that makes sense. That consistency for those athletes that potentially they will be, amazing, playing for Australia, going to Olympics, going to another country, play, maybe coach. And that consistency, that work ethic, passion, determination, don't give up attitude that most of the Australian have is something like that attitude from, it's not a small country, but population-wise, it's kind of not as many people in other countries, but Australia, they are well known as, Australian, the hockey, we know they're very good, women and men. But anyway, so then I thought, well, I want to be a professor of physical education. I have to tell you, because if you say I'm a football player, you have everyone in this room in Argentina that they all say, yeah, I play here, I play there. So then I went to university, I have a master's degree in high performance in sports, and in 1999 I started coaching. On Monday will be 23 years. And then I have this grand mentor and friend, Juan Martin de Rucci, like me, Juan. And then he said to me, I remember how 8 kids, 2 balls, 4 cones, and he said, this is Manchester United. He said, this is River Plate, but I said River Plate to you, and you look at me like I'm from another planet. So he said, this is Manchester United, and then I thought, well, I need to plan like this in Manchester United. I need to prepare the sessions, I need to come on time, I need to give my best, I need to show the kids that this is like a professional club, although we only have 2 balls, 1 was flat. We didn't have many VIPs and all these things excuses that you can have. So I kind of like, but that's fair enough, So I start from there with all determination, passion, work ethic. And just through the years, I guess that I always try to keep getting better. And what do you say about all the things I do? I can't believe it's only one person. I might have a twin brother or something like that. But I guess for me, it's about, really today, it's not about me. It's about Lewin community, the Southwest community, that helped me to where I am now, to build a really strong relationships with everyone in the Southwest. We want to get our players, the football players, to reduce the travel to Perth, being here 6 or 8 players representing Football West and Lewin or Southwest Association here. So yeah, I would like to thank all of you as well here for coming. It's a great event, all the athletes, they feel so special and pumped to be here. And that's what we want. We want to inspire people to be the best you can be, help others to develop, to achieve their dreams, whatever is your dream. And then it's always like a plan B or plan C, like I said to you about me, that I want to be a professional football player, and then of course I want to stay in Argentina, but then I had the opportunity to go to New Zealand. That my father said that was a crazy idea, by the way. He said, but you don't know anything about rugby, why are you going to coach? No, I'm going to coach football in New Zealand. He said, no, not happening. Then I got the visa and everything, and then he believed me, and I was going to New Zealand. But I guess his fathers, that sometimes they see a bit crazy or whatever. But just, for all the young people out there, follow your dreams, put the work ethic, put the time, don't give up, and have a good day. Thank you, guys.
I can't tell you how wonderful it is to hear you speak about your history and your experiences, your great sense of humour, and clearly the passion that you bring to your coaching role. We're going to bring up Justin now to have a chat with you. So maybe you'd like to go and sit on the interrogation chair where you've got your own mic, and I'll hand over to Justin. Congratulations.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are incredibly privileged, because one thing that Juan might not have mentioned is that he got to spend time as a junior at the biggest club in Argentina, and I'm say the biggest club because we don't want to talk about Boca Juniors. We're talking about River Plate. I mean, Juan, what was it like being part of Rivers Academy? Because obviously football is a religion in Argentina. I imagine you would have picked up a lot of important lessons along the way.
Yeah, I guess for me was living the dream every day, really. And I worked so hard to be there, although then finish, but still, like my wife, many things that we can talk about, things I achieved, and like at the beginning was no regret. I don't have any regrets. I did train really hard. I didn't go party, but I knew I was not talented, really. I wasn't. So all my talent came from hard work, and maybe it's a bit of the history of the family, they all immigrated from Italy to Argentina, like many came to Australia, so working class people. So I knew that was my chance. I did everything, but unfortunately the two guys, they got offered a contract, one in Marcelo Gallardo, they playing for River Plate, and the other one, Bujan, he played for River Plate Mexico, so they were very, very good. I was good, but I guess wasn't good enough to make it at that level. But I guess it's good to as a coach yourself now, doing more kind of filming yourself, different things that you understand more about yourself, about your weakness, your strengths, also as an athlete. And if you think you are phenomenal or whatever, you are not. There will be a few weak things you have, and then when you're in a competition or something, then they will come up. So I guess with the time you develop that more and more, and you get stronger. But going back to the question, yeah, I mean, we went with my wife to watch River play against Barcelona in Japan, and she almost thought I was crazy. Probably she did think that. And then in Japan there were 40,000 people, and they were all like me, but multiplied by 40,000. So she was like, okay, now I understand a bit more about you.
And of course, the Derby theme continued when you went and did your coaching badges with the DFB, because obviously you spent time with Hamburg and St. Pauli.
Yeah, so my wife is German, so she's from up north, close to Hamburg. The place is called Schleswig-Holstein. Don't tell me to say it again, like Mönchengladbach. But no, I did the C license in Malente up north, and then I went to trainings at St. Pauli and Hamburg, half hour. And at that time I was in New Zealand. We love New Zealand, so we have a New Zealand passport as well. But I went to the Wellington Phoenix train, so Wellington Phoenix and the A-League, kind of like the Perth Glory. And I watched the session. And then like one day later I was watching half hour in Germany, and almost was like in New Zealand they were playing walking football, and in Germany they were playing like fast tempo. It was unbelievable the difference between one and the other one. And I guess that's why we need to get better here to compete at international level. That the Matildas, unfortunately they lost, but they are top 10, top 11 in the world, so they're closing the gap.
Yeah, definitely. Well, HSV actually still hold the record in the Bundesliga for a number of years in the top flight before they were eventually relegated a few years ago, but they still hold the record. And I guess the final one, Juan, would be obviously lots of things that you would have picked up growing up. First touch is a big skill learned in Argentina. Is that something that you love to pass on to footballers out here?
Yeah, I guess for me is sometimes what's happened, they get a lot of coaches to, Peter McClary is one of our coaches, and in my opinion the best coach we have. So I always say to him to keep coaching, don't do politics, committee meeting, whatever. I want you to coach. He's been at Country Week for more than 10 years. We finished the Country Week. Country Week is like for any other sport when all the associations go. And then we finished Country Week, and on the next day, Juan, we need to have a meeting. Okay. And then we need to appoint the coach for next year, and then that's what you want. You want people with that passion. But going back to your question, I guess one of the things for me is about flair and freedom to play and less structure on your sessions. and the coaches get a curriculum from me with recommendation from Football Federation Australia about how the session should be look like. But on my email, I will say the sessions are a platform for you to recreate and develop, but I don't want you to be a robot. I want you to express yourself. I want you to grow. And then if you have any question, whatever, you know, I'm here. And if I go and say, I watch your session and look like a mini game, I'm happy. If look like an pause or look like a drill, then I will ask you questions. And the question will be, do you think the kids are enjoying? Because at the end of the day, any sport you play, if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to play. So that's why, you know, if they come to play volleyball, at the end you need to play a volleyball game. If they come to play football, you need to play football. If they come to play Aussie Rule, you need to play Aussie Rule. So the coaches, we need to allow the kids to be kids. And I think that's why give me the most joy, you know, to watch kids enjoying, because to be honest, I don't like to players. They come to me, I want to play professional, blah, blah, blah. And I say, okay, yeah, it's good to have dreams, but we know that 0.001% are going to make it, and the others are not going to make it. But whatever is the dream, if we as a coaches, we can help them, I'm happy. So I think that freedom, happiness, and flair, that's the key for young coaches. Less structure, that we know especially more the eastern sides, they like it more, but I think it's a mix. And the more experience you have, I guess, it's like a teacher, you know, you have the kids under control, but you don't need to be yelling at them. You can be calm, but you know, the young controller or the, I don't remember the name, the one with the ponies, that she said that she can feel the horse or whatever, because it's like a good doctor. You go and they, oh yeah, you got this, or you know, without even asking much, they already know what you have. So I think that's, hopefully one day as a coach I'll be better and better, and then I could almost like, you know, we had to tweak to help that player.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, all of the nominees, and especially Juan, we are so gifted to have such awesome coaches. Well done, Juan.
Thank you, Justin, and thank you, Juan. I'm sure you could keep all of us enthralled for the rest of this evening, but we do have one more award to present. So let's move on to that. And a big thank you as well to Rob Skipsey.